The fuck are you supposed to have your whole life figured out at 28 years old?
All the pressure we put on these kids to figure out stuff at 22, 20, at like 30 years old, you should have your life figured out. I don't know a 40-year-old that has their life figured out. But Gary, my friend's already married. What the fuck does your friend's marital status have to do with your life? Stop looking at other people. These pressures we put on ourselves for no reason, starting with your age. We're living to 100. Like, think about if that's true. Think about where you are in your journey. You're only 30% in. You're only 40% in. You're only 50% in. Like, it's just a lot of pressure for no reason. We're looking at the wrong things. We're valuing the wrong things. This practice of gratitude and a lot of different frameworks really matters, and I think it would take a lot of pressure off of people.
Here's my take on this, and I agree with Gary. The whole notion of you have to have done this by this age, we have been conditioned to look at our age as this pedestal, to look at our age as this thing that you focus on, that if you're 20, you should have done this by this time. You should be done with high school. You should be on your way to getting your degree. And if you're 30, you should be married with at least 1 or 2 kids. If you're 40, you should have this big mansion. Like, with all these pressures that society has put on us, and we are forgetting to live in the moment, forgetting to live in the now, considering the fact that now is actually the only time that exists. And I know we all worry about the future and what if I die before I get this? This whole attachment to the physical things that we have in life, this physical attachment to my house, to my car, these whole attachments, eventually you have to leave them behind. It's just the reality. We are worried that we'll live without getting these things, or if we have them, we have all this anxiety that I'll die and not have and leave all my things behind. The truth is, death is coming. It's not a matter of if, it's actually a matter of when. So take some of this pressure off. And I'm not saying we shouldn't be ambitious. I'm not saying we shouldn't work really hard to get to our goals. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying live in the now. Let's set all these goals. Let's not put a lot of pressure on everyone and make people feel like they're less than because they haven't got a particular thing at a certain age. Who said they had to get it at that age? We're seeing kids at 20 years old, less than 20, getting all these big things and making all this money. That doesn't mean they have their life figured out. And that doesn't mean that's the journey or life that you should be taking. Focus on yours. What do you want to achieve? And okay, now, how do I achieve it today? How do I stay grounded today? How do I live in the moment today? How do I enjoy my life to the fullest today? Like in this moment, because this is the only time you have that is guaranteed. So as much as we want to achieve all these goals, you might want to just tone it down a little bit and focus on now. Enjoy today. Like, go deep within, focus on the emotion that you want to feel in this moment as you do your work, as you take a shower, as you hang out with your kids, as you go to work, as you go to visit your parents. Like, focus on that moment, even if you're obviously working towards something important. Live in the now and focus on this and just be grateful for this moment right now.